Someone asked me about Jensen Huang from Nvidia, right? Because Nvidia is at the forefront of the news due to its market value, 5 trillion, right, of dollars. Anyway, and that he's always wearing a leather jacket, right? If that has anything to do with personal branding, it has everything to do with it, right? We can't forget that the personality that's putting itself out there, everything communicates through that personality, right? Of course, what the person says is what's most important, but everything that's parallel, everything that's nonverbal also counts. So you also had Steve Jobs, who was consistently seen wearing that iconic black turtleneck shirt, right? Bill Gates himself also had a certain distinctive style of glasses, a blazer, that was really part of his public image, right? In fact, these signature looks became almost inseparable from how people recognize them. That counts. We had an era of spokespeople. That's over. No one wants to hear from a spokesperson anymore. Everyone wants to hear from the captain of industry, the owner, right? So that's for better or for worse. This industrialist, this major business leader will eventually have to make a public appearance. That's why media training also proliferated, right? The training for executives on how to speak to the press, right? So I'd say that all of this that is thought out and transmitted, it's within the scope of branding, of personal branding.